we have already discussed this in detail, right? Just add all the hydrogens and the carbon for here. Just add all the hydrogens and the carbon for here. Find the molecular weight, and then this is 55%. So this is 0.55, this is 0.45 if you add the total. So let us see, the solution now is a very simple one. And as I said, this is exactly on the pattern that we have already done a solved problem in the class. So, right, so the molecular mass, right, molecular mass for polypropylene, right, 8 into 12, 8 into 12, and 8 into 1, 104, right, and so on. Polypropylene. For polystyrene, 3 into 12 plus 6 into 1. If you don't remember the 008, we are being very correct, 12.01, 1.008, otherwise 1 will be, so you will write 104 there, 42 here. But if you want to be very correct, 104.14, 42.08, and this will be in grams per mole. This will be in grams per mole, right, grams per mole. And right, so 0.45 grams of polystyrene, 0.45 grams of polystyrene is 1 mole of polystyrene upon the molecular weight, right? So 0.45 grams of polystyrene is 0.0043 moles, isn't it? Because one mole of this, 1 mole of that, 1 mole of this, 1 mole of that. So 1 mole of this is 104.14. Therefore 0.45 gram is this much. So this is the mole fraction, of this one. And similarly 0.55 gram of polypropylene, right? So polypropylene, maybe I have written the opposite way. Just see if this is polypropylene and that is polystyrene. Typing error can be there because this is the 42.08 one, 42.08, right? So right, so just that. So yes. My you see, polystyrene is 42.08, right? 42.08. So just please disregard my mistake of typing. Otherwise, it is okay, right? That you are calculating 0.00432 of 1, and you are calculating 0.013, and therefore the mole fraction. Now you have found how many moles of this and how many moles of this. This was gram per mole. This is number of moles. So once you found the number of moles, then this plus this is total. 0.00432 upon 0.013, this is the total. This total upon this is for polystyrene, right? So this upon the total. Similarly, this upon the total, right? So please, as I have just said now, that please there is a confusion about polystyrene and polypropylene because somewhere instead of PS I have typed PP. So please don't worry about that. But you know the values and so on, and you know the process. You find the molecular weight of 1 unit. The percentage is given here. So if there was 1 gram total, if there was total 1 gram, then there is 0.55 gram of one thing and 0.45 gram of the other thing, right? So many grams of this is how many moles. So many grams of this is how many moles. So you find the 2 moles, that how many moles of this and how many moles of that, and then the total number of moles is this. So this divided by total, this divided by total, you are done. Okay, so this is the end of the quiz, right? So again, on the previous page, please don't mind and forgive me that sometimes typing errors can be there, but we have shown you the full structure of polystyrene and the full structure of polypropylene. So now you know the process, that when percentage is given, if you assume there is 1 kilo, then 55% is 550 gram. If you assume 1 gram total, then 55% is 0.55 gram and the other is 0.45 gram. So the weights are given by those percentages, and the molecular weight of 1 unit you can find from so many carbon, so many hydrogen. The molecular weight of the other one, you can find so many carbon, so many hydrogen. From there, then you find that so much weight, 0.55 gram of this is how many moles. and 0.45 grams of that is how many moles. Once you know the moles of this and the moles of that, then you add both of them together. This is the total number of moles. Total number of moles. So the mole fraction is the moles for one upon total. The mole fraction for the second is the moles for the second upon the total. So this is a very simple one, and as I have said, that exactly similar type of problem has been solved during the class example solutions and so on. So I am writing here end of quiz 4, but I am also writing end of tutorial 2, right? End of tutorial 2, because as I promised, tutorial 2 will cover the full solution of all the midterm problems and the full solution of quiz 3 and quiz 4. And together there are quite a lot. We have covered chapter 1, chapter 6, chapter 4, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10, right? We have covered, mashallah, a lot of them. So if you have really done this tutorial with me like a tutorial, that even though I have solved it earlier, but whenever you start a new problem, I will pause the lecture at that page and I will solve it again. So then you really become very strong. And I keep on repeating myself, but that is true, that once you do a problem very strongly during the class practice of examples and so on, and then you do a similar problem very strongly during a tutorial session, so you are now very, very solid in your mind. And if you cover all the class examples yourself independently, if you cover all the quizzes and midterms and so on now with these tutorials yourself independently, if you solve all of the homework problems independently, okay, take somebody's help, but really understand it, then you are like 90% marks in the final. You see, you are already very, very strong. If you really understand all the examples that we solved in the class, all the homework problems and all the tutorial problems. After that, if you are the straight A type of Dean's honor list type of a student, after that if you want something, then I say that don't ask me please to give you sample problems anymore. Then go to the end of the chapter, look at the problems and find only one or two very tough problems. You have done all examples, all tutorials, all homeworks. Now you have a big background. So now just go to the end of the chapter and just select only one or two good tough problems, and then you are an A student, right? So I am very sure that if what I am saying is true, that you can do all of these problems totally independently. Not that I have copied the solution, somebody has helped me. Then yes, in the exam also you will need to copy, you will need somebody's help. But if you have really used these tutorial sessions very well, then you are totally prepared for the final. This being our last time together, let us end the tutorial session with your favorite part of a mental break. That favorite time of yours again, right? The mental break time. A short one today, and with apologies to the ladies, but this is just a joke, right? Jokes should be taken in that capacity that they are jokes. You see, there is a difference generally in the Eastern and Western societies, right? Eastern societies, Gulf, Arab, India, Pakistan, Eastern societies, and the Western, Europe, America, and so on. Even we are now changing a lot, but for a long time, marriages in the East were like arranged marriages, right? They are arranged through the family. Your mother finds somebody, your sister finds somebody, the families talk, and then the marriages are arranged, and generally you do not know the girl from before. It is changing here also, of course. Now many times you are friends and then you start to marry and so on, but generally, at least till some years ago, marriages were arranged here. You did not know your wife before, and then later on, so now you have gone for a higher degree uh, to England or America, and you explain this to somebody, and the Englishman says, how can you marry a woman before knowing her? See, they spend a lot of time together and then they marry. So he's saying, how could you marry a woman before knowing her? Now you start smiling. You have now been there for some time. You know a lot of English girls and women. So you answer, how could you marry a woman after knowing her? Joke is over. So thank you for being with me this one last time. In the regular lectures and so on, we have spent the whole semester together, and this time we were together again for quite a long time, solving the mid and quiz 3 and quiz 4 and so on. But this is the end of the end, right? For the materials science course, this is the last time I am talking to you through the video lectures. Even though it is not a regular lecture, it is a tutorial session. I hope you have enjoyed the course. From my side, I try my level best to prepare the lectures in a very organized way, and every year to try to improve the lectures a little bit if I can, and every year to see if you have filled out the students course survey, that if you have any suggestions for me, and I try to improve the course in light of your suggestions and so on. Unfortunately, in the last 2 semesters, because of the pandemic and online and so on, the survey was not done, but this time, alhamdulillah, the survey has been done. So hopefully at least some of you have given me good pointers. So I try my level best, and I try to explain everything. I try to even think what will be your questions and so on. So from my side, I have tried my level best, but I am a human being, and my best may not be really the best, and it keeps on improving. But I am very sure that I am trying to do my level best. If you at the same time from the beginning of the semester until now have been doing your level best, that you have the lecture notes, you have the book, you have the video lectures, if you really go through them promptly, time and so on, and you attend the online sessions and you ask me questions and so on, then it is a very good work. It is interactive. I work from my side, you work from your side. Jointly we do a teamwork. If that teamwork is good, then at the end of the semester you really understand the subject and you really get a good grade. That is what I want, and hopefully that is what you want. So with that, all the best for your final exam in this course and in other courses. All the best of health and happiness and everything for you and your family. Thanks a lot from the whole course. Ma'as salama.